everybody, this is Cody Albright, Conservation Manager with Breck Outdoor Adventure and Extreme Sports, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about trail safety and some things to consider while you're out on the trail. A lot of times we're out in the woods, we're right next to a major road here at Comite River Park, and we don't really think about this as being a potentially hazardous environment, but once you leave that trailhead in the parking lot, you're in nature and a lot of things can happen. And so I just wanted to go over a couple things that are common causes of injury or common potential injuries in the woods here. And that way you guys can be safe and you can keep coming out to enjoy our trails as much as possible. So if you're out hiking, one of the most common injuries we see is you're coming along and oh no, there's tree roots everywhere because they exist all over our trails in South Louisiana. So somebody will trip, stub their toe, fall down, maybe they sprain a wrist or scrape their knee. And so one of the first things I like to encourage people is just keep your eyes on the trail as you're moving so you know what's coming. You might be strolling along, looking at wildlife, maybe you see a deer or a raccoon, or you're admiring the beautiful sycamore tree over to your right, and then all of a sudden you hit a giant sycamore root and you've painted your face with some dirt. And your great day turned into a bad day. So keep your eyes on the trail, look out for any obstacles that you might stub a toe on or might cause you to fall, and could turn your great hike into a bad one. The second one is we have tons and tons and tons of trees out here. Some of them are strong and healthy. Some of them, like my friend here, not so much anymore. So look for any trees that might have fallen and are maybe leaning on another tree that could be a potential hazard if there's any strong winds, or it could be something where it's laying over the trail and our maintenance crews haven't discovered it yet. And it could be something that could potentially fall or you could bump your head on, okay? The third one that I want to talk to you about today is what we call a widowmaker, and these are super common in South Louisiana with the type of forests that we have. And basically a widowmaker is whenever a tree branch has fallen or been blown out of a tree and it's hanging on another limb. So potentially we have a big heavy tree limb, could be 5 pounds, could be 100 pounds depending on the size, and it's just hanging and it's either waiting to slip off and fall, or a gust of wind could come through and blow it down, and then you have a falling hazard. Guys, so another thing I wanted to talk about on our trails that's really common out here is poison ivy. I wish I could tell you we found a way to eliminate it from all of our trail systems, but it pretty much exists everywhere that there's a trail in East Baton Rouge Parish. So we talked earlier on our etiquette video about at Comite River Park and Hooper Road Park about mountain bikers having the right-of-way. So if you are a hiker and you're exhibiting good trail etiquette and you go to step off the trail to give somebody the right-of-way, make sure that you're not stepping into a patch of poison ivy. The things that you want to look for are, it's typically going to be 3 leaves with a red stem, and our general rule of thumb is leaves of 3, let it be. So if you're uncertain about, oh, is that poison ivy or is it not poison ivy? I would assume it is. You don't want to be like me. I got a nasty case of it on my lower leg last week that I'm still fighting, and it's not fun. So keep out of plants that have 3 leaves and stay safe out on the trails.